As production on Star Trek Strange New Worlds edges toward the end of its latest filming cycle, the atmosphere on set feels less like a routine wrap and more like the closing of a shared voyage. In the middle of it all, Captain Christopher Pike himself, Anson Mount, offered a Thanksgiving greeting that resonated far beyond the sound stages and green screens of the Enterprise-era universe. It wasn't a grand, scripted monologue delivered from the bridge. Instead, it carried the tone fans have come to associate with Mount's portrayal of Pike: steady, warm, and quietly reflective. As the cast and crew approached the final stretch of filming, his message centered on gratitude, both for the journey they've shared and for the audience that has kept the series boldly alive in an increasingly crowded streaming galaxy. Thanksgiving, after all, is not just a holiday of abundance, but of pause, a moment to look around the table and recognize who is sitting there with you. For the Strange New Worlds team, that table has stretched across continents, schedules, and seasons of storytelling. From the earliest days of production, the show has been defined by ensemble chemistry, and Mount's message subtly echoed that spirit. No captain stands alone, and no production thrives without its crew. As filming nears its wrap, there is an inevitable emotional undertow on set. The corridors of the Enterprise feel a little more charged, not with danger from Klingons or cosmic anomalies, but with the awareness that another chapter is closing. In his Thanksgiving greeting, Mount reportedly leaned into that sentiment without turning it heavy. Instead, he framed it as a celebration of endurance, the kind of endurance that defines both deep space exploration and long-running television production. The timing of the message also struck a chord with fans, arriving during a period when anticipation for the next phase of the series is already building. Star Trek Strange New Worlds Star Trek Strange New Worlds has carved out a distinctive identity within the modern franchise by blending episodic adventure with character-driven warmth. That balance made Mount's Thanksgiving reflection feel especially fitting, as if it were written not just for the crew, but for the ethos of the show itself. Behind the scenes, cast members have often described the production as unusually collaborative, even by television standards. That sense of shared purpose was present in Mount's words, which emphasized appreciation not only for the major milestones, like stunt sequences, alien world builds, and orchestral scoring sessions, but also for the quieter, everyday acts of teamwork that keep a sci-fi production running smoothly. Thanksgiving, in this context, becomes more than a seasonal greeting. It becomes a narrative mirror for the series, a story about exploration, yes, but also about trust, connection, and the fragile beauty of temporary communities formed in pursuit of something larger than themselves. As filming winds down, fans will inevitably speculate about what comes next for Pike and his crew. But for a brief moment, the focus shifts away from future timelines and back to the present, where gratitude, not uncertainty, takes the helm. And in that spirit, Mount's message lands like a final log entry before shore leave. Simple, sincere, and quietly resonant. A reminder that even in the farthest reaches of the final frontier, the most enduring discoveries are still the people you share the journey with.